White Chalk Yellow Tape Podcast, Episode 1, Relationship Debates. Since we're talking about relationships, I feel like the first topic is why I won't be in a relationship, why I'm single. I feel like in this generation, we're talking about modern day woman compared to compared to traditional woman. And I feel like it's too many options, social media, and I think marriage is a thing of the past. Women when they feel like the grass is green on the other side, they're ready to move on to the next. And fellas too. And this is our generation. I had to just accept it. My grandma was married 60 years. My dad been married 30 years. I feel like in my generation that if a person feel like you're not being the same person you was when they met you, they ready to move on to the next. So if they feel like the grass is greener, they gonna move on. So that's why I feel like I'm single. I'm gonna stay single. Let's get this joint going.
And I beg to differ.
Don't we all?
I feel like that men need to step it up. I feel like a lot of chivalry is dead. I feel like men have become more selfish. And they need to think more of the woman. You guys are the leaders. You guys are the hunters. And I feel like it's on you men to step it up and reach out and set the tone if you want to be in a relationship.
I feel like that's not a thing anymore because our generation of us growing up, it was like an epidemic of fathers leaving households, which was systematically set up to be that way. So they didn't have fathers to lead by example. Like single mothers was, raising sons in the hood. So they didn't, they don't know no better. They don't know. They know social media, they know rappers, and that generation is growing up to idolize that. Social media, rappers, and, the rich and that.
Yeah, but I feel like they're smart enough to pick up on that and break the cycle. If they want it, they will do it. Like the right woman will bring out the right energy of the man.
Right.
But it's so many options, and women are a little more loose. It's not a lot of women put the clink clink down for us to be a little more reserved. We feel like we have to dress less and be a little more loose in order to captivate the man, like back in the days. Or no, maybe still these days, women use trying to keep a dude, have a baby with a dude to keep him, and they're still trying to use that tactic. And ladies, it don't work. You can't use a dude to keep a man. Even if you dress less, you're not going to be his best because there's so many women out there dressing less and think they're giving the best. It's a lot more options out here. But I feel like if he wants you, he will do his best to keep you regardless.
I feel like social media plays such a huge part in that. Women are dressing less because of the Instagram model era and the social media era, period. That's what people want to see. And that also plays a huge part into why chivalry isn't really a thing anymore because it's bitches everywhere. It's naked bitches everywhere. It's like, why am I putting this work in? For it's so easy here. So why do I got to do it there? It's like, and you say like they know better, but men aren't that smart. They're not at all.
Christina.
But it's also.
I'm sorry?
That's on you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel like that women are adjusting to the times. That's what I feel like. I feel like women are doing more and showing more, and as in your words, more loose because that is what men have shown over time. That's what they enjoy. That is what they want more. So if we're going back on past tense of what our grandparents and our parents enjoy, let's start with the men. They were cheated on several occasions, right? Several different broken homes where our grandparents didn't know about an entire different family, right? So in that sense, a woman is like, okay, well, if this is what you want, this is what we're going to present. And we're going to exude the fact that this is what you guys want. So at the end of the day, we have to take accountability. I think that accountability is a thing that we say currently, but we don't acknowledge and we don't take accountability for, right? So it starts with the man, right? It is supposed to start with the man. They are supposed to be the leaders. If that is the case, that means the accountability has to start there.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, if that is not acknowledged, then we won't be able to move forward. Women are going to adjust as such, and they're doing what's best for them. And that's only because why? Because we didn't have the right to do so until the 70s,
Yeah.
right? So,
I agree.
yeah.
And we also, if we want to last, we have to let the man be the man. But a lot of us women in these times, I'm going to take accountability for myself. I am very independent, and I'm quick to let a man know I do not need him. And I'm quick to put a man down if he is not doing enough for me. And sometimes, or a lot of the times, because I'm single, that will run a man away because I'm letting him know he doesn't have enough, not doing enough, and I got it on my own. So we scream independence so much, and we do things ourselves so much that we act like a man, and sometimes that intimidates a man. And we, boss women, can't get a man because we're so bossy. And I understand that.
We don't have a choice.
Right. So at the end of the day, we have to do that, right? It wasn't an option for us at one point. We had to step up and be the man. But a true man, right, will acknowledge that, and they will, at the end of the day, say, okay, I understand there has been discrepancies in the past, but I'm the man, and I'm going to do what needs to be done, and I will handle it. A strong man is not
but
going to
even
take
when-
that as an intimidation.
Okay, I want to speak. Even you want to speak?
No, go ahead.
Even when you got men doing the right thing, you know, women.
When are they doing the right thing?
When men is doing the right thing, dealing with women, they have been so scarred and hurt in their past, they still don't acknowledge or give that man that chance. They always say, well, I don't want to trust you because I've been hurt in my past. They use that as an excuse.
Is that not
Why
your?
they didn't heal.
I'm sorry.
I
Is-
feel like everybody needs therapy.
Yes.
As I feel like our generation, again, us growing up, therapy was never a thing because our parents, the boomer era, they didn't believe in therapy. They raised us 9 times out of 10 in a toxic way. Ooh,
Is your parent a boomer?
we honestly don't really know no better. Like,
Is your parent?
Yeah.
Your parents a boomer? My
yeah.
parents are Gen X.
Huh?
My parent is a Gen X.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
And your parents are Gen X?
Mhm.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know too much about the X's and boomers. And
So if you think
Boomers
about
are like 50-year-olds, right?
no, boomers are like 70-year-olds.
70-year-olds?
Yeah, Gen X is more the 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And so you
If
do
they're
have
in
to
their
know.
50s, they're born in 68s, raised in the 80s, early 90s, in their teens,
Mhm.
and they're more of the crack era. And they, you know, they're still young out there trying to find themselves, and it's just a freelance. But honestly, I just feel like our generation is just loose. You know, they doing what they want to do,
That's-
seeing who they want to see.
Music and social media.
I agree with that.
I
I
agree
do
with
agree
that.
with that.
Yeah,
do.
I agree. Music
There's
and social
positive-
media is a big influence on that, but there is good music that's teach you about love.
Don't nobody want to
They
hear
don't
it.
have that these days.
We
That's
do,
it.
but don't nobody want to hear it.
Listen to LMA, listen to her, listen to. we still got
These men
people
ain't-
are hopeless
y'all listen to LMA?
romantic.
No.
Yeah, they listen to Lil Durk.
Well, don't anime got something to do with cake? That's all. I feel like, do I need to have the mic to speak?
Okay, yes, baby, you do.
I was gonna say something.
Let me
Okay,
speak next.
I'm
I'm about
sorry,
to
I
have
done
shit.
lost you. I done lost you.
Your train of thought.
I wanted to say, I feel like this generation, men and women, I feel like a lot of men and a lot of women make excuses because it seems like nowadays you meet women that say like they keep coming across the wrong men and they needed to heal, or you got women that come around, I don't know if I said it vice versa, but men that come into the wrong women and women that come into the wrong men, and everybody keeps saying like they need to heal. But I feel like it's all in your choice of who you pick. It's like a cycle. You constantly keep going through the same cycle because of your type that you pick.
But who
So
you-
I,
I'm sorry to cut you, sis, but how can you choose when everybody wants you?
and it don't matter who wants you. It's your
just
choice
saying it's that
to
way.
decipher through who is more like what you're looking for. So it's like you can't blame the man or you can't blame the woman, because at the end of the day, you pick that person. So it's like now you reflecting on, oh, I'm constantly hurt and I'm hurt and I'm hurt. But you're going through a cycle of picking the same people. And sometimes we don't look at stuff like that. So I feel like when it comes to like relationships and we keep wanting to talk about the generation, sometimes it's not about the generation. Sometimes it's about the person you're picking and the door that you constantly keep going through. So I was kind of like wanting to touch on that. So I don't know if anybody else has something to say, but that's kind of how I felt about it.
Because I don't know, because you can't keep picking the wrong. Everybody can't pick
Facts.
But nah, me personally, I feel like it's not about who you pick. It's about you not allowing yourself to let that person be who they are. So
Come on, clap that up.
Live and let live. Live and let live. Yeah.
So what I mean by that is like I can't start talking to the next person going based off of hurt because of my last relationship.
Yeah.
I have to look past that and be like, you know what, she's a whole different person. So you got to be like, okay, I'm gonna let you be who you is. Like if you want to go out, be with your own girls, do that. But if I find out you lying, that's on you.
Right.
That's, you know, like she let me down, or vice versa. You know, the guy lying or something like that. So, and then taking accountability. So
Yeah.
it's
Are you single?
Yeah.
Or are you taking?
no, I'm single
Why?
because.
You're not letting live and let live. You're not practicing what you preach?
No,
or,
that's what I am.
Okay.
That's what I am.
No, I'm
What is
single.
it? What kind of girls are you attracted to?
I'm attracted to women that's moving forward, that's not stuck on they past. So it don't matter from a 2 to a 10, not trying to be like that. But if you willing to build with somebody, then shit.
So you don't care about looks?
That's what I'm saying. You can build with it too. I don't think that's.
I mean,
Right.
nah, look, wait,
That's an analogy.
wait,
I get it.
hold on. I'm not trying to be like specific. I'm just saying like, okay, 5 out of 10. But
Right.
I'm just saying though, like,
And it's not
It's-
all about the looks.
yeah, it's not all about
that's-
looks, because
That's your preference.
look. Let me ask you this. Let me tell you this. To you,
Gotta have that initial
I might not
attraction.
look like somebody you would date, but you might look that way or this way and be like, damn, I like him, I like them. But when you get with him, you be like, damn, he an asshole. And you be like, this is a pretty nice guy. And the more you start building with him, you're gonna be like, yo, I really love this dude. Like, I can't see myself being without him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
I had something
Yeah,
to encounter with that too.
Go ahead, baby.
I gotta love you in 24 hours.
I also feel like
Inside and
nowadays, like,
chemistry and connection.
because I was really reading something where it say like we go off a lot of the times like, oh, we vibe together or they're like this. Sometimes we don't really look at the real traits in people that we supposed to look at. Like shit gets so much deeper than the vibe.
Facts.
How is that person handling their finances?
Facts.
How is that person carrying themselves as an adult?
Facts.
How do that person carry their hygiene?
You gotta take
I feel
care of
like
yourself.
we sit up there.
Are they?
Yeah,
Right.
we sit up there. We so
Do you keep a
shallow
clean house?
as a generation. The first thing that attracts us, and everybody always say, "Oh, looks is the first thing that attracts us." Yeah, it is.
is.
But after the looks
Yeah.
and everything deeper than that, when we dig a little deeper, then we find out this motherfucker don't wash their ass. Then we find out this motherfucker
little
don't
dingleberry.
take care of their kids and shit like that. Let's get real deep with it, for real.
No good.
So it's like,
And that's the scary part.
I feel like I
Right.
wish people really like nowadays will really look more deep into like, y'all ever heard when we was like younger and our parents be like, don't marry for love, marry for finances and stuff like that.
It's all about
But
the
I'm not
money.
gonna lie, it's some truth in
real
that. For
facts.
real. It's some truth in that. For real,
Facts.
for
And I
real.
believe in that.
Like you really gotta
Bad that.
look at people quality traits. Cause I noticed like being like going into my 30s, like now I'm really looking at people like, damn, this nigga don't brush his teeth. This nigga don't keep his house clean. Them the things I really care about as an adult.
Texas pad.
Oh, he can make as much money in the world, but how do you really take care of yourself?
He ain't got no couch.
Yeah.
We got bigger
And then
things to do.
when everybody break up, it be the, oh, she didn't do this, or she wasn't like that as a parent, or she wasn't like that as a person. And I feel like sometimes we keep shit so surface deep. We don't look at the deeper things, honestly, because it's so much deeper than just finances and stuff. Because I realize, like, I'm a real get money motherfucker, but
Right.
do you keep your house clean? Do you take care of yourself? Cause I'm going around and I'm looking at nails and manicures and do you get your nails done? Like, do you like? I care about stuff like that.
But sometimes, not like that. Sometimes you might meet a good-hearted dude that's not big on that stuff. But if you teach him, yes, women, we don't like to teach a man to do nothing. But his heart is so good, and his chemistry and everything is so real. Like if you help him with those little things, like it'll add up.
Intelligence.
But let's be
plays
for
a
real.
huge
What's
part in it,
chemistry
too.
though?
Intelligence
Chemistry
plays a
is how
huge
you
part.
make me feel when I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's chemistry. I feel good when I'm with you. I feel adventurous and limitless.
But I can feel good. But like,
Yeah.
how are you as a person? Are you an asshole? And we got good chemistry.
No, get chemistry matches your chemistry.
So
They ain't no
about the money.
asshole because they're good vibes.
It's not all about the
you.
money, bro.
And
Yeah,
you
they
can't
say
have
it's
no
about the
chemistry
looks.
with an idiot either.
Women-
Like,
Right, because you can have an
Women
idiot with
overlook a
money.
lot when
Yeah.
you talk about the money.
That's not true.
You can have an
It's
idiot with
not
money.
all
That's
about
not
the
true.
money.
I'm
It's
around
really
a lot
not
of
about-
niggas
it's not
with
all about the
money in
money.
LA, and
Women
I
have
don't
been
give
dealing
no
with
niggas
broke
no
men
money.
for a very
That's
long
what I'm
time.
saying.
I'm saying women,
Like,
a
and
woman
men
will
been
overlook
dealing
a lot
with
if men got money.
fucked up women for a long time too.
I ain't overlooking no
That was an
dummy.
option for us
That's-
30 years ago.
Okay.
If we were nothing without a man, we couldn't
supposed to
get
cook, clean,
we couldn't
and
get a
sweep.
bank account without a man. That's a lot of things that men
We couldn't
overlook.
drive without a
And
man.
all women are just looking into men to men with money, but we couldn't get a bank account without a man.
I
We were
feel
nothing.
like a lot of women nowadays look at potential,
that's
right? So money is not
No.
important
At all.
to a lot of women
That's true.
nowadays. They look at
True.
potential
That's true.
and what you can
We're
be,
trying to build a man.
what you
That's
can
bogus.
do.
Listen.
A lot of women are okay with building a man, like you said, help building a man.
But that's not our job.
Yes, it is.
Well,
because
that's
men-
really for
That's the
real
truth.
though.
No, talk your shit. Because
That's
when they
really
hit the
for
fan,
real.
After the potential gone, then
If
what?
We don't got
Then
nothing.
what? But that's
And
what
then
I'm
you
saying.
get around niggas
A
fresh
lot
out
of women
jail.
fall in love
If a
with
woman really fuck with you,
potential. Like that's real shit. Like my last relationship, I dated a narcissist. I fell in love with potential. Like, but he really wasn't shit. But I didn't see it at first. Like a lot of women, like
Even when your
that's,
friend said
They
something
choose
to
not
you.
to
yes,
see it.
a
Hoping
lot
on
of
what he
women,
could
yes,
be.
what he
Yeah.
could be, what I see for you,
Yeah.
but you don't see it for
yourself.
yourself.
But baby, if
Like
you don't
a lot
change
of
in 6
women.
months,
That's
that's
with
who
friends
he
and
is for
everything.
real. So in 6 months, if he ain't making no changes, it's time to kick it. I'm gonna give you 6 months to figure it out. I love and never judge. I'm gonna get with you, get to know you, but say I meet you, you fresh out of jail, you get what I'm saying, and you're not at your best right now when I met you. But if you're not building to be something more than what you are, and in 6 months there's no changes, that's who you really are, and you're just content in being that. And I have to separate from that. I'm scared of that.
Come on, content.
I get
Okay?
it.
But
I
some
get
women
it.
don't be
I
smart
get
enough
it.
to give it 6 months.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't got the game.
Everybody,
Facts.
they don't
Some
get-
women
they
gonna
don't
give
put
a
a time
years
on it.
and years of potential.
That
Yeah,
comes
but that's their heart.
That comes with
You can't judge the
insecurity.
woman
It's
for
not
their
even
heart.
just their
Insecurity.
heart though. It comes from like generational things, right?
Where women love men that need them. Some women love a man that need them. That's why they get a man out of jail. They get a man, you know what I'm saying, that's not
Insecurity.
doing so much.
Yeah.
Because you get a man that got money, but he want options. He gonna stay single forever.
They are-
You get what I'm saying? He don't want a girl,
Not
this
all
and
of
that. You get
Not
what
all
I'm
of
So
saying?
what you about to say?
But
Cause
that's
I
not
got
an
something
example.
counter what you about to
They
say. 'Cause She said
insecure.
the men with the money. Come on.
Nah.
Come on, cousin, speak.
Yeah.
Come on, cuz.
Come on, cousin, speak.
Let's talk about the money.
Too, what you said? Talk about
That's
the money.
not here.
Tell that money move mountains.
Nah, I'll be.
Money ain't the only thing; it's everything.
It's
No,
But
intelligence.
it's a lot of things that money can't do.
Right.
Money can't clean your house.
Money
Money
can't
can't
make me
wash
feel
your
good.
ass.
Right.
And money can't brush your teeth.
And money don't fuck good.
No. Say it again.
Money don't fuck good.
Okay.
At
I feel
all.
like
But it
all
make
broke
you feel
niggas
good
don't
like
got
you
good
fuck
dick.
it.
Shit, I can make
I
myself feel
don't.
good with a rose
Good
to it.
dick.
They do, because that's all they know how to do.
That's all they know how to
Always
do.
want to fuck with nowhere to fuck.
They need a place to stay.
Homeless
Jack
fucking.
Rabbit. That's all you fuck.
Homeless fucking is crazy.
That motherfucker gonna clean your house good, eat your
Right,
ass.
what's the-
They might not even clean your
Right,
house. They
what's the
probably
next
just sit on
question?
Shit, they don't even clean their
Let's
house.
get to the question now.
What a house.
Yeah, let's get to the
Okay,
questions. So now,
we're gonna get into the cards. Okay.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good.
You ask your significant other if they still love their ex and they say yes. What happens next?
why would you ask that
Ain't no
question?
next.
Yeah, I'm breaking
Why
up.
would you even ask that question?
No,
Because obviously
if
you
you're not
stayed
ready for the
around.
answer.
Why you here?
Exactly. What you waiting for her to come
I
back
feel-
and pick you up?
I'm giving rebound.
Wait, what kind of love is it? Are you asking me, do I got love for them, or are you asking me, am I still in love?
In love with them.
You asking me, am
no,
I
I
still in
said
love
no.
with my ex? How long have we been together?
Girl,
Give me a
it's
scenario. We've
But,
been together
but
for
she
a week.
said the answer was yes. They said yes though.
Wow.
It don't even matter how long
Yes.
we've been together. If you tell me as my partner that you still love your ex, you should have never entertained me.
At all.
You should have never talked to me. You should have been trying to work
That's
it out
where
with
the
your
healing.
ex. And if your ex don't want you, then nigga, you need to move on. You need to heal. You need to get yourself together and then come into the dating
That's a
game.
woman.
Other than that,
There's some hoes
That's
out
that-
keep
here
it
that will
moving.
try
That's
to
that
suck
use that
memory
ex-
up out
use
of
that
you.
next
There's
to
some
get over
women
the
that
ex.
love
And
a
they have.
challenge. And
they
they will,
have.
yeah, exactly.
Question number 2. All right. Your significant other doesn't want more kids and you do. Is this something you would end an otherwise healthy relationship over?
Yes.
Yes. If that's what we're supposed to build on, I would want more kids, and I want it with nobody else but her. I would be mad, and yeah, I probably would end it because I want a kid by you, and if you don't want to do that, like I said, I don't want too many baby mothers, so I would love it to be with her, not nobody else.
You can't get a dog, a fish, a
Yeah.
duck. We gotta have a baby.
We gotta have a baby.
Sister, go ahead.
Because today, right? Like I'm dating, single, I have a kid. I don't want any more. So when I go into situations, that's one of the first questions that I ask. Do you want more kids? I don't want to waste your time or mine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
want more kids, I don't. So let's just move on. So I feel like that's definitely something to end the relationship off of. We're on 2 different pages. We want 2 different things. With
Ain't on the
that,
same page.
it's not going to work. You have to be on the same page
You do.
in order for it to work.
Those are one of the big factors.
I feel like that's an instant ender.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't have any children. And I'm very adamant about how many children I'm ready to produce out of this womb. Okay? I'm not willing to give you more than 2 children. I was married for over 10 years. And my whole thing is 2 children is my max. I only wanted 1 child. So I agreed to 2. The person that I was with wanted 6. So before I got married, I made him sign a paper that stated the max is 2. Anything over 2 children, you're gonna have to take with you. And that's no, seriously. No, that's real shit.
Pack 'em out.
No, that's real shit.
Not a contract.
No, that's real shit. It's not. I'm not trying to. But I mean, marriage is a contract, right? Marriage is a contract. It's a contract. It's a business. Whether we agree with that or not, we're signing a document to say that we are going to be together. We're going to be together forever. You know, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that is a very, very important factor. Like, if someone wants more children to you and they don't want to agree that this is the amount of children that you're going to have, at the end of the day, they're going to be envious and they're going to be upset when you don't produce what they want. And they will either cheat to have that or they're going to leave you. So if you don't get that understanding from the beginning and then you get far in depth into that relationship, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem. So why not get that understanding today? I want 2
Yeah.
children. 2 is my max.
Yeah.
If you're not okay with that, then
Okay. And I feel like you really don't know until you push that baby out for real.
And-
Because it ended up 1 for me.
Cause that's what I'm saying.
So, it was
Because I only wanted 1.
I'm one of them.
Right.
started that one and ended that one.
Let me tell y'all, I've definitely been left before because I was not trying to have no kid. I was in the middle of growing with my business, and the person really wanted a baby to replace the 2 sons that they weren't able to see no more. So they wanted a baby by me or whoever they was dating to replace, you know, that parenthood that they was trying to be for the
Yeah.
kids that were taken from them.
That void.
And I was working. I'm constantly working. You know, I have a full business, constantly working. It didn't fit my schedule, and I wasn't on that. And they were doing whatever they were doing when I was away, and cheated on me with a girl that claimed to be pregnant. And then he left me, went to go build a big, beautiful family with her. And it comes to find out the girl was not pregnant. She didn't get pregnant until 2 years later after they was together. Oh, wow. So that first pregnancy was a lie.
Women lie,
And he
men
left me
lie.
for that. So he didn't understand that I was trying to give birth to a big business.
Yeah, first.
Give birth to a Benz, a house. Give birth to some
Facts.
real big foundation other than a baby. You get what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Generational
so,
wealth.
Yeah, so he has a baby with a woman that didn't have the foundation, and they're separate.
Now you just have a
Another
baby.
broken family.
Uh-huh.
And rarely sees the kids because you're not really in love with the girl to be in love with the baby. Should have just waited.
You gotta
Right.
be, ooh, that's the
That was a good one.
Period.
gotta be in love with the
I've been
person.
there before.
You
I've been
gotta
there
be in love with the
before.
person.
Period.
When they're not ready, it's just not time.
Yeah.
You know, so now if
I
I'm
want to hear a man's perspective.
That
was good.
Y'all killed that.
come on, Black Power.
Okay,
Come on, Black Power.
Speak on it.
But this is the thing though. I didn't want kids.
But you nutted in them. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy, shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
irresponsibly, you have irresponsible sex, and that's the outcome of your kids. So you take care of them kids, but that's not what you wanted. But that's a part of your responsibilities now. So sometimes it's not always about the kids or even it's really the person. That person, it can be male or female. It's a lot of fathers that's not in their kids' life. It's a lot of moms that they be outside. So.
It's safe to say they not in them kids' lives either.
Yeah, they not in their life.
Yeah.
Okay, period.
But-
City girl.
Who?
But you realize though, like the person you had kids with, you might have seen yourself being with them during the moment, but afterwards, and you see how they is with their own kids, and you like that's just not a situation for you.
Yeah, energies
That's
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you with the kids though? Do you love the kids?
Absolutely.
Okay, though you didn't want no kids.
Right. No.
But act like you don't want the
sometimes
kids.
that
right?
reflects.
Right, I wanted to ask you, did
No.
you feel like it was the lack of you not knowing that person that much, or do you feel like y'all hopped in it so early that you didn't really get to see who that person was?
Well, for my point of view, I wasn't financially ready to have kids. Kids is like I said, it's a responsibility.
Very much so.
$300,000.
Yeah, so just like how you can consider yourself taking a 7-year car note, you got to be responsible for those kids until you gone or they gone.
Yeah, but you wasn't considering none of that when you kept on
Nothing.
coming in there.
That's why I was gonna ask
How
you.
do
Do
you
you
think
feel like
she
it
was
was like a
feeling?
lusting thing? Like, was it lust?
That's why they wanted
Yeah.
a man
Ended
to
up
answer.
there.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So you
You
don't
just
think you were
wanted
in
to
love?
keep coming in her and nothing happened.
Did
No,
she tell
no.
you she was on birth control or something?
Yeah.
She lied and
You be
said that
lying
she
to
But
them.
birth,
was
all
wrong.
of that, all
But
birth control,
still-
condoms,
Still
none
that.
of that is 100%.
Right.
It's not, but at the same time, depending on what type of birth control, what is it, like 99 point something?
It's
She
not
trapped
though.
them.
It's plenty of people that get
He just
pregnant
was
on
lost
birth
in the
control.
sauce and thought the girl was gonna be solid enough to
Young and
understand the
vulnerable.
agreement. I'm fucking and we coming and we doing our thing, but don't have no
Yeah.
babies.
But let me say this though, right? My last relationship was 6 years. I was with this person my kid's mom.
Okay.
And
Oh, 6 years?
Yeah.
They're both by the same mother.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Oh, that pussy was good.
Clap it up for the good quarter kid. Why you up here? Talking about he just want to be with the girl. That's why I have kids.
Yeah.
But they've been together 6 years. You better stop.
Cause it's like this, right?
Make it make sense.
I'm about to. It's like you meet somebody, you get with them, you have sex with them. Like at first it's lust. You like, oh, this is an attractive person. We having good sex. Everything is cool. Next thing you know, let's talk about when stuff get hard. How that person act. Is they gonna leave you, or is you gonna leave them?
Talk that
Yeah,
shit.
this generation.
Yeah.
No,
So-
no, it's
but
not.
look,
Nah,
It's
for
6
real, when
years.
real shit get
Yeah.
They
involved,
didn't leave each other
you
for
really
6
see
years.
that people carry
Right,
traits.
exactly.
No values thing. I'm saying this
Rent
generation, most
due,
people
car
in this
no
generation got modern day
due,
values.
baby needs some
They will
shit.
leave
You
your
see
ass.
people,
Yeah,
you see real. I feel like I went through that though. Like,
No, me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying it like this. You really see the real person when you hit rock bottom. Both of y'all. You don't got no money, no cars. You trying to figure out how this gonna work. You got to feed them kids.
Rob Peter to pay
Yeah.
Paul.
They putting you down, talking about you,
they
reminding
putting
you
you
ain't
down.
shit
Right.
all the time.
It's not always seeing the real person though. I feel like sometimes it's situational, right? Like I feel like sometimes when you're put in a situation, you're outside of your body. You know,
Right.
like when you are someone that you don't have your finances together, especially men that feel like they're supposed to be the provider, it hits them a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes negatively
Right.
on your family, not
Nah.
just your person that you're with,
Nah.
but also your kids.
Hell
You
no.
know?
Right, you shouldn't be
And
dating.
keep it real.
You shouldn't even.
That's true, but
can't
when we
follow
being
that.
honest,
You could
You
be
shouldn't
dating.
And I
even
feel like
looking.
keep it
You shouldn't be
realistic when
thinking
we
about
date.
no
There's a
pie,
lot of
nothing.
beautiful relationships that
You should be
have
trying to figure your
nothing
life
that grew
out.
together and made it into something. Yes, you can. That's
That was
like
our
a busy
parents.
boss man
That was our
saying, I
grandparents.
can't date right now because I'm too busy. Man, the busiest man got a boss bitch or whoever, and it makes it work. Don't make no excuses. If
Right,
you want it, you gonna make it work.
But
You
look,
can't date if you don't have it because that person will light a fire in you to make you go get it. So you can't say
Depending
you don't
on the
date if
person.
you rock
Yeah.
bottom.
Depending
It's a
on
lot
the
of
person.
men.
I was gonna
Yeah, I
say
just
that.
said my
Depending on the
opinion.
person they're trying
It's
to date.
different. Yeah, it's
And
this
because when
different
we really
scenario.
talk to people, let's be honest.
I'm just saying
when we
you
all
can.
meet each other, we're all strangers. At
Yes.
first.
right.
We all put on a mask when we all. We all put on a mask when we all meet people. So it's like I could meet any one of y'all and say I'm attracted to you, but it's like when you really meet somebody, you be like, oh, I'm gonna wear my best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up as my
Until you get
best.
the job.
Till they get to talking.
You're gonna
And,
do what
and,
you
and
gonna
then
do
like
to get
and
the
then
job.
like you say, when real shit come into the picture, rent due, car note due, then you
Where you
really
at?
see a
That's
real
when you
person.
see the
You see a real
character.
person character traits. What you gonna do to get that money?
Yeah.
All of a sudden we
Well,
went
how's
from
your responsibility? Your work?
yeah, we
Also-
went from cuddling and loving every day to now you like do what you gotta do for you. I gotta get that rent money first.
Also,
I
I
get
feel
that
like-
rent. Did we back on that? Did we
But
back
if
on
If you
that?
the man and she the woman, y'all gotta do what y'all do for y'all.
Yeah, but a lot of people
And-
don't
What
come
about you-
into
what about
situations
as a
like
grown
that.
Person, though?
A big-
If you're not, why
We're
you
talking
a man?
relationships.
A man feel like he need a woman. If you a man, you supposed to be able to pay your bills without a
Facts.
woman. A woman should be
But
able to pay her
if
bills without a
you
man.
but if
Period.
you would like a woman to feel it if you
No,
would
I don't
have.
want.
If you dating a man, you should have it 3 times over.
Y'all, it depends
Yeah.
on
New
it
for them,
depends
right?
on the
That's a
person's
bad-
requirements.
It's too many.
It depends on the person's requirements. If you broke, you dating a woman that has certain requirements. No, neg, you can't.
You
do
shouldn't
it.
be dating.
Yeah, you can't do
And
it.
that's a fact. I feel like
can't
that's
afford
one thing
her.
in this
Right, you
generation
can't
too.
afford her.
We date outside of our means.
Yeah,
You want that
you gotta
badass
date within
Instagram
your
model. You
means.
know you working at Chick-fil-A.
For reaching for
You
the
can't
stars.
you can't afford that badass Instagram model.
Sometimes
So
your arm don't
optimistic.
reach.
And before I give it to you, but I wanted to say that though, everybody wants to date, and that's been my biggest problem as me personally being a badass bitch. I feel like nowadays, 2024, I've been seeing the most confident broke men coming to me, and I want to know where the boldness came from. Where the boldness came from.
And then they want to bash. Then they want to bash women.
They
Then they want to bash.
They want to
women
make us feel
They
small.
don't like that though.
Wanting more.
They want to
But
humble us.
It's not a problem. But why is it a problem when we got boundaries? Why is it a problem when we got standards?
Because we're supposed
You
to shut the
working
fuck up
at
and put us.
Little Caesars.
What'd he say?
I don't want a Little Caesars man. I want somebody. I don't give a fuck if I want Big Meech or a corporate man. That's what I want for me. But you want to bring me down as a woman because I got standards, and I feel like that's backwards too. Because a lot of men speak on, oh, you supposed to be down. Oh, you supposed to stand by that man.
y'all only want a man with money.
I'm willing to stand by a
They
man
need
that's
your
willing
range.
to stand by me. That's willing to stand by me. If you want to be willing to be a man by me, I'm willing to be a woman by you. Men nowadays speak so much. I want a submissive woman. Y'all don't put us
They're not a
in positions
submissive
to
man.
be submissive.
Right.
They're not a
Y'all don't put us
submissive man.
Hold on,
y'all put us
They're not a
in
submissive
positions
man.
to be
respond to
strong
that.
black women,
you
which
gotta-
we have been being for a long
y'all broke
time.
ass.
Let her
Yeah, I
respond.
wanna-
Because y'all broke ass.
Bomb.
No, but also,
niggas.
women. The thing is, women be delusional as hell.
Ooh.
They want a man that's making 100, 200, 300,000. What are you doing? How
Yeah.
you want to date a man that's making that much money and you work at whatever you work at? You're not making that much money. We all need to date in our class.
I was gonna get into that too.
And that's why I said I feel like we date outside our class.
All
Yeah.
the people that make it's only 2 to 5% of men that make 200,000-300,000 a year. That type of range. So you know what the requirements of that
said
man
most
what it's
men
gonna
do?
come with?
No, he said
Only 2
small
to 5% of men in this real make 300,000-500,000. That's not realistic.
It's not.
You gotta be
If a man is
humble.
working, if
It's
a
really
man
not,
if a
because
man
it's
is
quick,
truck
that's
driving
what
making
it's quick as you
70,000,
do.
But I don't
80,000
think
a year,
most women
that's a good
want a
man.
man that makes
That's y'all do,
Forced
y'all-
talk.
They
That's
say
not
that.
true.
That's what
But
they
that
say.
may be a good man, but he may not have good character traits though.
But I'm saying, even
We
if
got
you
a lot
do,
of good men
Okay,
that
he
make
probably
good
be
money.
knocking your head, but you
That's-
can wash and
If a
dry.
man is working a job,
Yeah.
if you're a truck driver, you're making $90,000 a year.
No, he don't.
Social.
But what
That's broke as fuck.
I'm saying if you do.
or what if that's a man? What if you could be making all that money and you an unhealed man or you got hurt in your
I know.
past? That's why I keep saying it depends on
Social
who we
media.
date. We keep looking at the surface deep. Oh, he makes 70,000 a
Y'all
year.
dating
Who
for
gives a fuck?
financial.
Do he clean his
This
house?
is a
Do he take care of
financial
himself?
dating
Do he love his mama?
Yeah.
Do he
Do he
go to
take
church?
care of
Do
his
he
kids?
pray to
Worried about that.
God or whatever he
He love
believes
his kids.
in?
He got self-love.
What
I get that.
what is his own character traits? We can't keep thinking about this surface deep. I don't give a fuck if you the Monopoly man and you got all the money in the world.
That's
How
right.
do you take care of your kids? Is you hoeing your baby mama or is you going to get them kids every weekend or every other da 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 da. That's what I care about. I feel like I'm a dancer. I've been a dancer for 10 years of my life. I done seen everything from the lowest to the high. I built myself up to be who I am. So at the end of the day, like I say, I done had men every day coming to the strip club that had money. That's the first thing they lead with. Money is the power of all evil. Let's be for
They
real.
don't got nothing else.
All money is not good money.
Yeah.
So it's all
They don't got
men. It's
nothing
every
else.
man. It's every man that's making good money a good man.
They wanna
It's
say-
every woman that's making good money a good woman. No, they're not. So at the end of the day, I feel like we need to stop taking it from the surface deep, and we gotta dig a little deeper into like who people really are. And that's why they say date a little slow. Figure out who people are
Yeah, I
before
agree
you
with
get to
that.
posting them and claiming
Yes.
them and everything else. Figure out who
Yeah.
people really
Facts.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
say
because you
something.
might be
Yeah.
you may be dating a serial
You
killer.
done. I got you.
Yeah.
That's all so true. Like everything you said, no cap. Like that is all so true. At the end of the day, though, if we're being realistic, it is what is 3 to 4 women to 1 man. So when they're telling us to choose better, we have a very
It's a
small,
clearance rack.
small
It's a
percentage.
clearance.
Y'all have a much more wide range of women to choose from than we have men to choose from. So I think that we miss a lot of the smaller factors that goes into choosing wisely.
Yes.
Right? Because women have a much smaller factor to choose from. You guys, you said it's 2 to what did you say? 2 to 5%?
I say it's about
It's actually less than that.
Less
But-
than 5% of the men in this real make more than $250,000 a year.
That's true. So with that being said, that means that at the end, and let's just talk about black men and black women because this cast is black, right? So we have a much smaller percentage,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we
Less
do,
than
yes.
1% of men
Yes.
to choose from.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, most black women are choosing black men versus black men choosing black women, right? And I hate to make this about color, but at the end of the day, everything is about color. We didn't choose this life for us,
Right.
right? So we have to take all of that into account when we're talking about this conversation about relationships and bringing us into the relationship as men and women. We have a smaller factor to choose from. We have a smaller of men that are actually making money over 60,000, right? Because most black women right now are making, if not more than black men, it is a $5,000 difference, right? And the fact that we have to also deal with black men being intimidated by us making more money than them, right? Because we're still choosing y'all.
Big
We're
money.
still choosing y'all when y'all
What's
are
up, big
making
money?
less money, right? Or if not more money, right? Y'all are making, if y'all not making the same amount of money, or y'all making 5,000 less than us, y'all are making much more less than us, and we're still choosing you. Day in and day out, whether or not y'all talk bad about us on social media, y'all talk bad about us in the songs, y'all talk bad about us to your partners behind closed doors. At the end of the day, we're still choosing you because we love the black man. It's being said, and I hate like the mindset that is being projected that we don't love black men because we love black men.
Good black men.
We love black men, period. We've loved them good, bad, or indifferent
A good
for
one.
generations.
Yeah.
Right? So,
love the bad one.
oh, we do love the bad, but we also love the good in the medium. You're like, we love them all, but we still need to be conscious that we have children that are by black men, and those children require certain finances. We also require certain finances. Our household requires certain finances. So when we say, oh, women are only thinking about money, it's not that we're just thinking about money. We have to be able to live if you leave.
Exactly.
For real. And still care for those kids.
And still care for those fucking kids. And that's why they say, what, mama's baby, daddy's maybe? Because at the end of the day, we are still being held here for those children. I don't even have no kids, but I know how it looks. I come from a woman who is a single mother. So, I see that woman as a higher power for me because I've seen her struggle. I've helped her struggle. I worked at 13 years old to help my mom and didn't give a shit. Take this bill. I just want my cell phone paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That and that's something that black men don't take into accountability because that's something they have not been required to take accountability for. So that's why I say accountability is a big part of our black men is because they don't want to see those parts because they don't have to.
No.
And that's something that we have to deal with. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Hello.
As far as like taking accountability for what? What did you say again? Taking accountability. Black men need to take more accountability for what?
They need to take accountability for their people. You guys are supposed to be leaders, and that includes the women and the children, right? You don't see Hispanics over here arguing about their women. You don't see white culture over here and complaining about their women. Hawaiian. You don't see any other culture complaining about their women and having to take care of their women. They step in, they do what they need to do. If that means that they have to take 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, they do just that. And they have no complaints about that. At the end of the day, this is only a conversation in our culture. But why?
Because we need to figure out how we can get financially taken care of without them thinking it's tricking on us. You know what I mean? Without them thinking we begging or being a gold digger.
Right,
I
but
would
they don't
like
have
a
to deal
man
with that.
to have
They don't
some
deal
type
with.
of, I'm not all about finances. I'm really not. I really would like a good-hearted man, period, with some good potential to just be a good man and build a foundation. Because remember, we can't take that with us. We can't take none of it with us. I would just like to live comfortably and be okay. And I would just like a good man to be able to provide the best he can while loving me the best he can. Because guess what? Anything may happen and you will be stripped of it whether you're in jail or you buried.
But the
And
best I
it's-
can is not you paying a light bill. The best you can is not you buying food when we go out, but I take
But
care of
that's your-
everything else.
But like I said, we different because I'ma love my man whether you're just paying a light bill. It's about how you make me feel. I'm not in the relationship for financials. I'm about how my man make me feel.
It's
He
okay
make
to
me
be a
feel
man
good.
about how you feel, but
He
at the
make-
end of the
he
day,
doing the best he can and being a good man. That's what I'm about, period. I'm not about, it's so much financial talk. You get what I'm saying? It's like, where's the love?
'Cause
Where's
the economy
we love
is
and never
crazy
judge?
right
Not
now.
like that. You guys are bossy, flossy, and I love it. But for me, I just grew up with my grandfather taking care of my grandmother, and my grandmother also taking care of my grandfather. They both
Correct.
work together. I'm about working together. When
I'm
he
talking
lack,
about
I
we're
stack.
talking about the same
When he
thing.
stack, I lack.
We're not
So,
we're not on different
I don't-
pages.
It's okay if my man is working at fucking Caesar Pizza. He's bringing in something until I help figure out an idea to make him better. I'm not finna keep judging him because he work at Caesar or this and that, and I'm a boss bitch. It's okay. I love the way he's loving me though.
I think that
regardless of what he got.
I think that
That's just
no, I
a gift and a
I
curse
don't-
that we
And I
have.
feel
I
like,
don't
you know
disagree.
what? And I feel like
We love the
everybody's
way he
not
love us,
blessed
but he
with a
cannot have
man.
enough.
I'll put his
I'm
little,
not
like
gonna
that.
keep putting him down.
I'll put his little,
But what
But
if
I'm
you a
saying-
boss
Hold on,
bitch?
hold on.
put his
all.
little Caesar ass onto some plays. You gonna make some plays, make
That's
some
all
more
I'm
money.
saying.
that's not my
But what
that's
if he ain't
technically not my
nothing
job.
though?
That's not.
You gotta go.
You're not.
That's
But I
technically
just
not
said
my
that in
job
piece
to
'cause
put
there's
you
so much
onto some
financial
old
talk,
planes,
sis.
right?
I just want to put that out there that we still can love somebody for who they are, not what they got. We still
No,
can
no,
do that.
I never said
It was
that.
just
I'm
so
not.
much
It's,
financial talk.
it's not a financial talk, but finances is a big problem, and
Yeah.
we need to address that because if
Yeah.
we don't see what the real problem is. The root of the problem right now in divorce rate is
Finances,
finances.
that's a
Whether
fact.
it is black,
That's a
white,
fact.
Because
Hispanic.
they're marrying for the wrong reason.
No.
It's
It's expensive to live.
I don't want to be homeless.
I feel what you
I don't
saying.
feel like I'm
For
married
financial.
for financial
Because
because I don't want to be
then it would
homeless.
work.
That's
And I
not
feel
true.
If it
like I
wasn't
care-
over financial work.
That's not true.
But
That's
when-
what
when-
makes
Why
most
it
when it
work
all
as a
depends-
financial?
But it
No,
all
that's
depends
not
on what
true.
type
Makes
of person
sense.
you have.
People
Does
create
that
other
person that
problems,
you're
though. They
married,
always create other
if
problems.
hard times really come and it really hit, is that person a
It
natural
has
born?
it.
No,
Haven't we been on the bottom before we got on top?
but it don't matter.
We've been here before.
If you dating somebody
so
and
why
they
are we
not a
changing
real,
on each other, going big on
We're
each other?
changing on
when we
each
go
other
back to
because
rock
we
bottom?
keep coming back to the same problem.
We
If you keep,
master we mastered the ability to bounce it back. But both of us got to master the ability to not fall in love.
But let's think about percentages, though.
But is that person a hustler? You could be with anybody and you can take that financial burden
But
as much
we
as
already
you
know
want.
that hustle-
But you can take that
It be a
financial
drought.
burden 10 toes
It be a
down.
drought.
It may be hustling you.
But how long you gonna stay in
But
that
is it
drought?
hustling
It's not
that
hustling
man?
As long as
Is
it
it hustling
takes.
that man? When
As long as
Tim's
it
not
takes.
hard
with
to
being
that
broke.
man.
Thank you.
He's comfortable with being broke.
Yeah.
And he's comfortable
What if you're a person
You
with allowing
taking care of
you
him.
to take care of him. That's
Hello.
no
Don't forget
problem.
the black man has
A
a,
lot
little
of men
mental
are okay with
breakdown.
sitting
We
down.
have
Every
mental
black
breakdowns.
man doesn't have
But
that.
so we're gonna leave him as soon as he break down?
Why is
I'm
this
not saying nobody's saying
Why
that,
is this
though.
a thing in
That's
the
not
black
what we saying.
community
He
though?
starts to
Like,
get comfortable in allowing a black woman to take care of him. That's the problem.
Other
A lot
cultures
of-
aren't
and
like
it's
this.
Very
Thank
unfortunate.
you.
I don't want to
other
say black
cultures
men.
aren't like this at
No.
all.
But in this culture,
And they
culture,
demand,
they're
they
men.
demand for the man to
Arabic
be a man.
men,
Hello.
We're the
There
only
are
ones
Arabic
that
men
don't
take
that allow
care of
men to be a
everything.
woman.
Hold on,
Even
hold on,
Haitian
hold on,
men.
hold on,
Cauca-
hold on. But other countries is not like this because our women is much different. Y'all will say one thing and then y'all will say one thing. I'm just speaking on my personal experience.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I got something right for you.
Yeah.
Right for you.
I'm coming.
You
Hold on,
love
hold on.
saying it.
I'm coming. I'm gunning for
Wait,
you.
hold on, hold on.
He right though. He right. I know where you're going with this. You're
Let him
right.
cook. Let him cook.
Let him talk.
Look, y'all will say one thing, and my first reaction is, okay, she want me to be this way, so I'm changing for her, thinking it's better. Whole time, it's not making no
Why you
change.
not changing for you? I was about to ask you that. Since she wanted it in, or did I want it?
Wait, hold
Because
on.
I feel like it start with your mama. That's what I really
Oh
feel
my
like.
God.
Let's not
It
get
start
off.
with your mama.
Let's not
Okay,
get off.
Summer
Right,
Walker.
for real.
Okay.
Let's not
It
get
start
on
with
the
your
female.
mama.
It start with your mama. Because
No.
let's be for real. Black culture, Spanish, Haitian,
No.
Jamaican. I feel like every other culture is close to their religion.
Black
except
moms,
black culture.
black moms be spoiling the fuck out of their sons.
Out of their
Like,
kids.
Yo,
But then
listen,
again,
listen.
we don't have a lot of God in our heart either.
I dated
so I
plenty of
wanted to
bitch ass
start.
niggas.
I dated plenty of other
And I'm not
ethnicities,
down with
so
you
I
about
know
to say,
what
'cause I
they
want you to
religion
say what
is.
you about to
I'm
say.
trying to, but I'm losing.
Well, then they
Go, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like I said,
We're going to give you the room.
Hold on,
Go
hold on.
ahead. Sister,
Hold on.
we're giving you the room. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of that.
Okay, well, you said that
No,
black
I
women-
was thinking what you were saying, because it started from our mom.
Because I feel like,
I was raised from my mom and my grandmother.
okay, go
okay,
ahead.
But-
I don't know if you.
Ooh,
Go
coddle.
ahead. Move
No,
from
I
your
was about to
grandmother
say,
and
I
your
don't know
mother.
if you want to pass me the mic, but I was gonna say like,
Oh shit.
I feel like it starts from our mother. Like, before you get out here and you date any woman, you learn from your mother or whoever your parent is at home. If God wasn't in your heart originally, it ain't gonna be in your heart when you with somebody. And whatever religion you was in originally is not gonna be in your heart with anybody. And I feel like, and I learned that a long time ago. Spanish, Haitian, Jamaican, they keep their religion very close to their heart. I'm gonna be honest, from their country, from where they come from, Arabic, whoever. But when it comes to this Christian, Baptist, I feel like we get it more out the streets more than we get it from our households. Because let's be for real, when our parents were struggling and trying to raise us, they wasn't thinking about no God. They wasn't thinking about none of that. They may have believed in that, but they were struggling so bad that they couldn't give that to us.
But even if they
So-
were giving that to us, at the end of the day, our generation and generations after us were like, no, that's too strict. That's too much. Let me move from that because that's not working, right? We didn't stick to that. Millennium moving on, we didn't stick to that religion versus other religions.
Cultures.
Other cultures.
Because it's rooted so deep. What you about to say?
I want to speak.
No, that's real shit.
I feel like
Talk sense.
it's rooted so deep into who we are. I feel like when our backs was against the wall as kids, we only had really the streets to move on. So let's be for real. When we end up in these relationships, it's from what we learned from the streets and everything else. Because what our parents taught us is the damn last thing that we really thinking about. For real, for real. We thinking about survival. We thinking about what we about to do for our next meal. So let's be for real. When we get into a relationship with a female or a man, we going off of what we learned in the streets. We ain't going off of what we learned off in the household.
I want to reject. I want to
Interject.
That, yeah. Because sometimes you could be raised by your parents a certain way, and you can have growth and development.
As you
evolve,
should.
like myself. I was raised a certain way. I was raised in the
In a
streets.
two-parent household.
Yeah. But I evolved with self-love. When you
Yeah.
get self-love, you can't use childhood trauma as an excuse for women or
Amen.
men.
That's
When
true.
you get self-love, when you really heal yourself, when you're on that journey and you growing and you evolve and you to a better person, now you're evolved. You got self-love for yourself. So it don't matter how your parents, how they move. You might look at that as a lesson. Okay, I seen that. But when you evolve to be a better person for yourself, when you're doing it for self, that self-love, you know what you got to do and you're doing it for you.
Well, I feel like, Ace, honestly, for you, like, I feel like me knowing you since kids, you always gave leader, even if it wasn't the right way to lead.
Right.
You always been a leader, even if it wasn't the right
Say that
thing to
so-
do.
say that so you
No,
gotta add that in
and it's
there.
really my bro. But even like, anybody could be a leader, but not be preaching the right thing at that time.
Facts.
You can't
And
be a
it's
real
like-
leader if you're not a follower.
Cause for real, cause he did come from a 2-parent household, but sometimes we more strong-minded to be like, yo, this is what I want to do, and this how I feel like I
It's
want
about
to
how
move.
the street influences you.
But
That's
you gotta
most
think,
kids.
though, for real, everybody don't come from that, cause I don't come from a 2-parent household.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is straight D-boy, straight from Detroit. Like, he moved how he want to. Well, I'm be honest, a lot of men in Detroit, I feel like they move like the female nowadays. I done had
They
men
want you to
straight tell
take
me,
care
of
I
you.
want the
Speak on it,
DoorDash.
sis.
I want to be taken on a date.
Yeah, they want to
Now
be
I'm looking
taken
at
care
you,
of
I'm
these
blown
days.
back, cause like, what you mean? You want to be taken on a date? You want the DoorDash? You want the
Because
lunch? You
it's
want
like I
that?
said,
How
You
you
want to pay me
ass
your,
nigga.
you want me to pay me your haircut.
A lot of
It's
bitch
bitches
ass
out here
niggas.
buying dick,
Yeah.
Nah, wait,
they're
hold on.
buying it,
Hold on.
supplying it,
You know why they doing it?
supporting it.
Wait,
You know why?
Hold on. Wait. I feel like men is being like this nowadays because of the way women is coming off.
No,
Wait, hold on.
no.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Look. Me personally, I'm an electrician. I make pretty good money. But the person that I'm talking to, she might be a social worker, whatever, a teacher, whatever. You know what I mean? Just an example.
We don't care about what a woman make anyway, man. No.
That now y'all don't care about what we made.
We
Okay.
don't.
I hope
No.
not. 'Cause
Bitch
I
ass
want
niggas.
y'all to
Listen,
Okay.
me personally.
cook, brother.
Okay.
Man, they get his own money though.
Wait, hold on. I'm losing my shit. I'm losing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So you was on
Cook.
the
I know.
date. Yeah.
So it's like the way women are coming about things nowadays, since they want to take over. Like a lot of women are not letting men lead because it's just the type of men that they dealing with.
Half these niggas don't know how to live.
Thank you.
Right? They
Thank
don't know how to
you.
lead, but why though? They
Why?
not learning.
What I want to know, and this is really serious, like a serious question. Why does a woman have to let you lead? As a man, I feel like automatically you should step into that shit.
And
Why
we
do I
gonna
have to
automatically be
let you
submissive.
lead? We gonna fall back? Why do I have to let you do what you're supposed to do?
And be automatically
Do it.
submissive.
You're supposed to
Yeah,
just
right.
come and
Not you
slap
just
it.
coming in
Women
hollering,
are submissive.
telling us
I'm
what to
not so
do.
sorry.
I
What
understand
though?
what you're
Why do I have to let
I
you?
They
can't
want a
answer that
submissive
because I'm
woman.
not-
Wrong with submission?
I'm naturally like
Nothing.
that. I'm naturally.
I love being that
So
way.
like if I see you struggling with your
But
shoes,
that's
I'm
the
naturally
most submissive.
Let me get your shoes.
They
That's
submissive
what I'm
is
saying.
like-
I
To the
just
right
feel
man.
like
selective submission. Y'all got
the
selective.
It's not.
man.
It's not selective submission.
No, yes,
The
it is.
submi-
It is
the
selective
submi-
submission.
okay, if you deem selective submission from a woman knowing a true leader and allowing her to see, the thing is, we have
bullshit. Y'all
allowed.
always say
No,
that.
no, hold on. We have
Always
allowed
flip it.
the wrong men to lead us for generations into the fucking ground.
But is that our fault or their fault?
That is their fault because we didn't have that option. You guys keep forgetting. I keep trying to tell you. You missed the small factors. We didn't have an option before the 70s. We didn't have an option. We were given to men. We were sold to men. So at the end of the day, you have to take that into accountability because that was our
But we
parents.
wasn't
It was
born.
very-
We
it was
wasn't
very-
hearing
no,
the
it's slavery.
same.
It was
Our
very-
parents
And
were.
we wasn't hearing the
I'm talking
same.
about who raised us though, right?
Right.
So that means if they raise us, they're gonna raise us to what they're used to. So it's
Correct.
like,
And I feel like
Aren't you supposed to
times
be
is
better than
becoming
your
different.
parents?
What you about to say?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you supposed to be better than your parents?
You
But you have to grow
And
to
that's
that.
what
You have
they
to get to
supposed to
that.
raise us to be.
But listen. I'm gonna say the realest shit ever. A lot of women submit to men that make them feel good, sexually.
Not even
I feel like it's not always
That's not
sexual.
true.
It's
Because
not always that, but that's
Nah, yeah,
That's not
I
true.
see that a lot.
Real shit.
I see that
No,
a
for
lot.
real.
That's not true.
And it's
I
hard to
haven't-
go into who we date.
No.
It's not sexually
To a
though.
man with good dick.
It's not
I
sexually
see.
though.
Listen,
woman.
no, I see.
I
It's
agree with that.
insecurity.
If he got some
It's
good dick,
insecurity.
yes, daddy, you
Let
know
me
what?
cook,
We want to
let me
keep
cook,
it
y'all.
coming.
Wait, hold on.
Why would we not?
Let's turn they talk. Let's turn they talk.
I feel like it's insecurities because I see a lot of women deal with men that don't do nothing for them and submitting to them, like they don't do nothing, like they struggling, like they gotta, you know, they gotta hit their friends up for help and shit like that, like
Before they hit their man.
up,
I agree with
and
that.
then they still do whatever that man say, follow that
Johnny
man
on
rules,
spot.
respect the fuck out that man.
But why?
Get it.
Good bro.
Get that man. Listen.
You
Get
got
that man. Listen.
Why would I? This is good shit.
Get that man all their free time. I feel like it's insecurity. They feel like listen, I feel like I don't know. I feel like let me talk. I feel like it's insecurity because I feel like they don't feel like somebody else would allow them to feel that way. So they give that person everything they want because they feel like another person won't allow them to feel that way. They feel like they don't have that many options. Like it's not gonna come, you know, again. But if you weren't,
I disagree.
It's good dick.
I disagree.
It is a lot of broken women like that.
Let her finish.
yeah, I feel like it's not that many options for them. So that's why I feel like it's insecurity. They feel like another nigga might play them, another nigga might cheat on them, even though the broke one might be cheating on them. You know, they just feel like won't nobody else make them feel like that. Like it's the end.
Even though I disagree, there's still some truth to it.
Yeah.
But let's be for real.
How would you?
Buffalo for real? Like I feel like Buffalo. Let's be for real.
Oh, we talking about Buffalo?
No, but
okay. Let me finish. If we talking about Buffalo, there's like 1.5 men. It's like 1.5. It's like 1.5 niggas.
The men are so scared.
They go crazy over them.
And it don't have to just be
They
just
a lot of the
niggas.
same
But let's
niggas.
be for real. Anywhere we from, the men are scarce.
It's hell.
Thank you. And it's a lot of good looking women from a lot of these states.
Just because
We're
you look good though don't mean nothing.
And I'm not saying that as a quality trait, but it's a lot of more good women, looking women
Versus
than
good men.
Good looking men.
For
So
sure.
it's like that already decreases our
Hell
ratio
yeah.
because the first thing we look at is attraction in people first,
Right.
and then we try to get to know them after that,
then the money.
and then once
Yeah.
we get to know them, they disappoint
Yeah.
us after that,
Yeah.
and then we be like, why the fuck did I
Right,
fuck
right.
with them?
Yeah,
But
for
let's
sure.
be for real, like when we fuck with people, it's like our options are already kind of small
It's
as
very
hell.
It's small.
So it's like
That's
when
something
you
we all
kind of get
agree
to
on.
know people and move forward with people, and then they disappoint you, it's like it puts you back in that box, and then you get to be like, oh, that motherfucker wasn't shit, so I moved forward like this. So now I started treating everybody like this, or I started asking these type of questions before I talk to somebody. Let's be for real. Let's go skin deep when we come to it. Like it's all in the people we decide to talk to. Because
Right.
like, let's get back to baby mom over there for 6 years. Like you decided to
That's
talk to somebody
crazy.
for 6 years, but how long was the screening process?
6 years was enough. You should have moved.
How long was the screening process?
Okay, so
And that's-
with that baby mama, what did she deal with? What did you do?
Until you realize that this wasn't
You
for
want to
me.
be speak? Okay, I want to piggyback off of what you said. I understand that, basically, like a lot of women, they basically accept less and things like that. However, I just honestly feel like that depends on the woman. Like, you have a woman that could be making 100,000, whatever the case may be, and she may date somebody who's making less or whatever. That's because she fell in love, like we talked about, the potential.
I'm talking
Like,
about a broke woman that would actually need her man to step
But that's
up.
what I was saying. So broke women, they will accept a lot more. Like, I'm speaking for myself. Put it this way. I ain't the richest person in the world. I make decent money. If I'm fucking with somebody who's making less than me, obviously I see something other. I'm falling in love with the potential. I'm giving you that grace. I'm trying to learn you. I'm trying to uplift you. I'm trying to see, what this could be.
Hoping you could be
Hoping.
But that's a problem that the black community has.
Right.
Exactly.
And I don't want to be negative, but what if that potential just is a waste of time, babe?
No, that's the
That
thing we're
potential
talking
just
about.
potential.
And it
Yeah.
has been.
That's the problem
single.
the black community has dealt with. The black women have dealt with. We're continuing
Yeah.
that
Women,
situation.
we like to, if you don't have nothing,
She got a mic.
if you don't have nothing, we would like you to at least have good dick.
I don't want it.
I've had
That
that
may be
no shrimp.
what he, she,
Well,
or he
no.
want. I don't want the good dick. If you can't
dick
be
puts you in a
a
stupid
good, because that's
situation.
toxic.
We've
If you
all
got
had
that
that
good dick,
Cheat on
and you
your
That's
ain't
very
Raise your
toxic.
hand if you had bad dick.
Your nigga got you
I
gonna cheat on
rebuke
your
you.
nigga.
That's
I
very
rebuke you.
toxic.
Raise your hand if you had bad dick. Got what?
But if you've had bad dick. Thank
Everybody
you.
we've had bad
So
dick.
we've dealt with bad dick.
We don't want that.
And if
We don't want it, but
and
we
if you
dealt
got
with
good
it.
dick and you
We
ain't
don't
got
want
money, I rebuke that double time.
And I'll be honest.
And I'll be honest.
Literally.
And I'll be honest. And I rebuke how I shot that.
Hey, Bubba shot.
I don't want it.
Okay.
What's the next
What's the next
question?
question, Sone?
Finally, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
What was that last?
That was good, though.
Okay.
What's
We don't even
the
remember.
next one, Sone?
Okay. You're giving your significant other oral sex, and then you go to kiss them during the middle of it. They turn you away and tell you to wash your mouth. How would you feel about that?
I'm snapping the fuck out.
you're
Wash
dirty.
my mouth.
Wash
Nigga,
that
what you
dick.
been doing? What you got?
You
That I need to
dirty.
go wash my motherfucking mouth.
That's
Like,
probably
no.
for the men.
Go wash that dick, because that's where it was
Some
just
niggas
coming
don't
from.
kiss after you say
I
it.
feel like that's weird.
No, I had a nigga that ass tell me after like oral, like
Niggas
you
eat ass,
the
but they
first
doing
person
all
I
that shit.
kissed
Yeah, yeah.
after they suck my dick. I'm like, why? They're like, I just don't do that. And I'm
You're
like,
dirty.
You
well,
don't trust
nigga,
yourself?
it's your dick. Whatever was in my mouth.
This
Like,
the
Because
same
I'm your dick.
You don't even like
Same
you.
nigga who jack off and nut on his own stomach,
Okay.
but don't want to kiss.
Okay, next
but you don't wanna
question.
kiss
Yeah, next one. That one over.
Next one.
Right. What's the next one?
Your partner has yet to post you on social media, but post about their job, dog, and family.
It's good to keep it
Don't
private
post it.
though.
Keep it private.
If
What
it's
does
not
that
posted,
do?
Keep it
Don't
private.
post it, 'cause
post
I'm
it
not
on my
posting you.
birthday.
I'm not gonna post.
Niggas
my
post
bad
what they
on
care
there.
about.
Don't
Niggas
post me
post
at
what
all.
they care about.
Wait,
Yeah, nigga, don't
wait,
post.
hold on, wait.
I got something to say when you get done too.
Right. You don't have one.
Let him.
I feel like the way social media is, you don't need to be posting about your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, it's sad to say, but social media took control over your home.
Yes.
So what's going on social media? You might have somebody say like, "Oh, I used to fuck with him." Now she instantly like, "Who is this?" Vice versa. You got dudes like, "Oh man, I used to do this with and now dudes and I was like, "Nah, you a hoe, you this, you that."
Yeah.
So
Coming
social
with
media,
the
That's up to you to be bothered by that though. But
Right, that's y'all mental.
So social media shouldn't be like.
Yeah, no.
The end all be
If
all.
you my
Yeah.
nigga for real,
And it's sad
you
that
my
we the
baby for real,
beginning
I'm not
part of
posting
social
your chat.
media.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm not
we knew
posting.
what it was
We
like
knew
before
before
social, now we
social
know what
media.
it is with, so it's like,
Really?
yeah, we the best generation. I
we
feel
would have
like
been married without this shit.
We had dialogue.
I personally feel like
trouble.
No,
Yeah.
facts.
I feel like me personally, don't post me. Like I don't want to be posted.
Privacy is best.
Yeah, privacy is best because at the end of the day,
Nobody needs to know our business.
Period.
Let me have the mic.
yeah, I don't like all of that. It's very lame to me.
Social media.
I just
Hello.
want to add to that. That is the reason why we have so many guys, girls, whatever, cheating because y'all think about it.
They was
Before
already
social
cheating.
media, okay, they might have
Targeted.
already been cheating, but they didn't have such a wide range of
Yeah.
females.
Yeah.
I agree with
Way
that.
to get
But they
caught.
still
Yeah, listen.
Exactly. Social media fucked up.
And
But they still have it.
nine times out of 10, if you got a bad bitch and you post your bad bitch, that's gonna bring that nigga more bitches. Like
Hello.
Hell yeah.
it just happened like that.
And bitches want to be
But
like,
that's real life. That's real life. But at the end of the day, now I feel like yes, I agree, but I also disagree because at the end of the day, your person is still supposed to be your person.
Disagree with what?
I disagree with the fact that we allow that social media has taken over everything. We allow social media to take over everything.
You can
So
use
at the,
it,
hold
you
on.
use it.
At the end of the day, I feel like it's our choice. If you choose to allow somebody to dictate your mind, oh, somebody come in that person in your inbox and be like, oh, I fucked her. Okay,
Pictures are deceiving.
okay. That was previous,
You
right?
look lit as hell on the media,
But
but now I'm wondering what dick's been in you.
But they was cheating in private before, so now we're saying it's okay because they were cheating in private.
I'd rather be cheated
Before-
on in private.
I just feel like
I don't want you to
it's
cheat.
so-
Facts.
so
I don't want you to cheat on me at
broad.
all.
You never find
I'm saying
out.
social media give you so
I'd
many
rather be
options.
that
You see-
stupid.
That's true.
You see women from all over. You see like
Right.
Tap of a button.
Oh,
Don't
you
have
give a
no
woman
bitch
in
slide in
Houston,
my
Atlanta,
DMs. Come to me at
Miami. Like it wasn't like that before.
Yeah, but why are you so easily
I'm just saying this is how men think.
manipulated?
It's how women think.
It
You seeing niggas ball
it doesn't
out of
matter. I
control.
don't care if it's a man or a
All these
woman.
different
Why are
cities.
you so easily manipulated
You
to the
see,
fact?
you see relationship goals. You seeing couples. You
speaking false narratives.
That's true.
That's how it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
That's true.
But what I want,
But that's a youth thing though, right? That like we're
We
saying.
human though. We
But
We are
a youth thing
human.
is going
Not
into
looking at
almost everybody's lives. I mean, everybody wants a happy relationship. Everybody wants to, oh yeah, he balling out of control. I want to be balling with him out of control too. Like that's how social media portrays itself. So it's like it portrays itself.
But
into
we know that, so why are we feeding into it?
Okay.
everybody's not that self-conscious and self-smart and aware. Like you may be aware and you may be woke, but she's not awoke and he's not awoke.
And some
Right.
people don't want to be woke.
Right.
They think what you doing for
Some people like the
That is what I'm
gonna
getting
do
at.
for you.
That's what I'm getting
The
at.
way he take
People
care
don't
of
wanna
me
be
in
woke.
front of me, you think my nigga gonna do that with you? Baby, please, he gonna fuck
Some
you
people
nigga.
do be strong-minded like
So
that.
you think you
I
finna
just
get
met
a
some-
too? Or
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Delusional
They
is
just
the
think, oh, your
craziest.
nigga fucking with me, I'm gonna get
That was the point I
Alright,
was getting at.
next-
What you just said.
Next question, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
You're in an official relationship with the person, but they repeatedly introduced you as your friend at a holiday family gathering. Would this bother you?
Not your little
That's
friend.
delusional, like he said.
I just start calling you cousins at this point.
Hello.
I'm your friend. We cousins.
Delusional.
Right.
That's delusional.
I'm taking it even deeper.
I'm calling you bro.
This cuz.
Let him speak.
If that happens, I'm down to acquaintance. I'm gone. It's just, I don't really have time for that shit. No, I'm good.
Ain't even
I'm
too
your
much
friend.
entertainment.
I'm the friend
Nah,
who's fucking.
facts.
What the fuck? That don't make no sense. No,
Right.
that's stupid as hell.
We're doing everything like we together and
That don't
everything,
make no
but
sense.
we're
If
not
you can't
together.
give me the same respect, why am I even here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah, disrespectful.
That was easy.
Let me see if he-
I feel
All
like
right,
that
I'm
was
like,
easy.
next question already.
That shit over with.
No,
That's
facts.
common sense.
Your significant other has an opposite sex best friend who likes them romantically. Your significant other reasons that it's okay to remain friends because the feelings aren't mutual and nothing inappropriate has happened. Do you agree?
You ain't got no best friend. I'm your best
What
friend.
are your boundaries?
You can have your homie. You know what I'm saying? I
You can't
understand.
drag that along being with somebody.
You gotta have boundaries.
Cut that bitch off.
I'm okay with you having a best friend, but like at the end of the day, I'm
went
not.
through this
I don't want to
before,
say
Frank?
I've actually, that's why I'm like, I've been
I
through
see you
this.
go up for that, mom. You went through this?
Give me.
I've been through this, right? So I dated somebody who their female best friend, right, was into them romantically, sexually, but he like, it's nothing. But the moment it was switched, now it's me. And I'm like, oh, this is just a homie, but you
remember
know
I know
that
who
he
you
into
talking
me. Now
about.
you in your feelings.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Now it's, oh,
That's it.
you cheating on me because you talking to him. It's just weird. So I just feel like definitely when it comes to that, right, it needs to be boundaries set.
Absolutely.
Like you should not have
No matter what, male or
nobody of the
female.
opposite sex, male or female, who's interested in you because I feel like that just causes problems
Cut it off.
romantically
gonna crash out
in your relationship.
I think that should be done if it's not mutual. It should be cut off whether you're in a relationship or not. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna go wrong.
Eventually, it's gonna cause problems.
Yes.
What about you?
Eventually, it's
I
going
respect
to
that.
cause
Yeah.
problems.
Tune
We
in,
think we
man.
good.
Tune in,
for
y'all.
more episodes, man.
Hey.
White Chalk Yellow Tape
White Chalk
Podcast.
Yellow Tape.
White Chalk Yellow Tape. Let's go.
It's
Real talk.
And I don't like that. I'm recreating myself, and I ain't looking back. And they gon' criticize my future just like they did my past. Picked up the mic, dropped the packs, cause now I'm fighting back. I'm trying to rebuild them communities I was killing fast. Yup. And with a master plan and discipline, I'ma turn my young thug niggas into some businessmen. Focus on what we got in common, not our differences.